Hey, it's Ken Gagne with YouTube channel Gamebits, continuing my Let's Play of The First Tree, played here on Nintendo Switch. I am a fox. I mean, that should probably be my OkCupid headline, but in this game it's literally true. I am a fox. And I just passed through a winter environment, and now I am in springtime. And I'm running toward this object with which I will interact, which will trigger a narrative. Now, even though it's a man and woman talking to each other, all the objects I'm interacting with are from the man's memories.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom, so I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
Well, I mean, he was growing his business so that he could provide you with a good life. I'm curious where your mom was, if any. Whoa, what was that? Butterflies make you double jump? Wait, what are you trying to tell me here? Okay, so I kind of forgot I could double jump, even though it's one of the very first things this game taught me. I still don't get the, whoops, butterfly reference, though. I need to get back up there so I can make a second attempt at getting the thing that I just missed. So that was a double jump. Alright, I need to back away, get some distance. How did I... The camera on this game is a little wonky. It makes it hard to know, like, exactly how steep is something. Am I coming at this from the right angle? Now, how come I could make it up before, but not this time? Okay. There it is. Got it. Okay. And there's some more over here. What is... Oh, are these the butterflies I was just telling me about? Wow. Catch that updraft. Oh, I wasn't going to make that jump. I need to jump from here? What is going on? I do not understand this game. How am I supposed to... Oh, can I push the interact button to make them come with me, maybe? So I can jump anywhere I want? No? Okay. Well, kinda, yeah. Huh. Okay. So I get one dump. That's what it was trying to tell me to do. That's why that first double jump I was doing on that cliff was so hard, because it expected me to bring butterflies with me, which gives me one good jump. Which I did not do correctly. Oh, what is that patch over there? You see that, right? Is that another man-made object? It would be blue if it was, right? Ah. This is real. That's weird. Can't quite read what it says. Otter Lake? I like otters. But I don't know what that means for me, personally. Is there another vehicle over there, too? Some sort of a jeep or a truck? Police car? This is very surreal. Okay, I was putting like roadkill in mailboxes and firecrackers and whatever, but Did I get in trouble with the law? I seem to have turned out okay. My partner and I are now renting a small place in an overpriced city. Oh, and there's something else to interact with. And a desk, not a kitchen table. Can I go under it? I sure can. And, ash tray? Ugh. Oh, where's the thing I just passed to interact with? There it is.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path,
Oh, is that where the
rocks
police come into
spitting onto
play?
the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like
Yeah.
I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Yep. Well, at least you learned something from it, I hope. Look at how easy that jump was. Now I guess I should stay up here now that I'm here. So, okay, so those first sparks I got, I went a little out of order. Oh. Okay, got that one. I don't know how many I'm supposed to get, but there's the valley where I just spent the first part of this video. Oh, more sparks. Spark, spark, spark. 30, okay. Oh, what a pretty waterfall. Now, oh, no, I'm slipping. Do I want to go down there yet? Because I suspect I'm not going to be able to climb my way back up here. So, okay, let's go. Aye. Okay, I see a lot of things going on here. I see something blue over on the left there. I think there might be a spark under this thing because I see something glowing. Oh, it's not a spark, it's butterflies. Okay, so now I can jump high. High. But where do I want to jump? I want to be careful and thoughtful about where I push the jump button, because once I do, the butterflies will disappear. I can always go get them again, though. Alright, let's see what I can interact with over here, and what other sad, sordid tale I will discover.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was going to be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point, but my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel,
What's he gonna do?
and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself,
Oh, wow.
more than to me.
I'm glad he gave you the opportunity to do that. Not all parents would. And I'm glad that after 30 minutes of fuming, you finally took it. I can imagine how frustrating that must have been, though. That battle of wills where you're just sitting there doing nothing. Because you want to prove, no, you're the wrong one. I have every reason to be angry. I have righteous anger. I'm a teenager. All my anger is righteous. And finally, you're like, fine, whatever. You may not have learned the lesson your dad wanted you to learn, but at least you got the truck moving again. It's so hard to see our parents as people. Like, that may have been a mixtape his wife made for him. And since she hasn't come up yet in this story, I'm guessing she's not around anymore. So of course he's going to want you to go get it back. And I don't think I can just jump up there even with butterflies. This seems too sheer a cliff. And I don't see anything telling me, here's where you jump. Here's how you get up there. I also don't know what else the butterflies could be. I mean, maybe just the truck being there. I think that's a truck being, right? Looking down on me as I'm telling that tale. Maybe that's a reminder enough. Alright, well, I gotta use my jumps now. Wait, I still can't get up there? These are butterflies again. Okay, got that one. This one, more butterflies. Here? Can I go behind the waterfall? Sure. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be there. And I apparently lost my butterflies. What am I doing? There's another man-made structure down there. Let's go take a look-see. Barber shop. Is there a quartet? Is somebody gonna start singing? Wow, now look at that jump. The sparks clearly indicate that is the direction to go. Oh, crap. They want me to oh, the more butterflies you collect, the higher you can jump? So I saw 2 sets. There's one under the rock and one at the top of the waterfall. There's another set somewhere, and I'm missing it. I need to find it to escape this hellhole. Oh my. Yeah, I see that. Alright, well, let's go get those, I guess. Will this let me, like, sextuple jump? Or will it still be a double jump, just a really tall double jump? I also would not be surprised if the stories we're hearing belong to the developer. Because I think this game was largely made by one person. David Wehle? I'm sorry, I may be getting that wrong. Oh, I thought I just stumbled across it. Oh, is that? What's that? Is that a thing? What's that thing? It's just grass? Just really tall grass. Taller than any other grass here.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
I can appreciate that. When I finished college, it was, which was actually, by the way, 20 years ago this week. Hard to believe it's been that long. I had a lot of trouble finding a job because it was right after 9/11, the dot-com bubble burst, and at one point my therapist recommended that I go into the family business, and I started crying. So I'm like, no, I no. Wow, it's a really tall double jump. I'm proud of the family business, but I knew it was not for me, and I felt like by taking a role in it, I would be giving up on everything that I wanted to be. So I can totally get this guy telling his lumberjack dad, I never want to be like you. That's not an insult, it's just wanting to be your own person, wanting to find your own way.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
All three of these geysers are far away. It's a lot of running. But as for why would you spend so much energy and time being contrary, it's because it's the only way you know how to be. And you think that if you do what people tell you, then you're just complying with them. But if you're doing the opposite of what they tell you, then you're also complying. Oh, and there ends the chapter. So stay tuned for more.